What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Amazon video. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, is Amazon the right job for you? Or pretty much giving reasons on why Amazon might not be the right job for you. This video can be for those who have been at Amazon for a little bit or maybe for a couple of months and are just kind of thinking, is this job for me? I don't really like it that much. Or it could be for brand new employees, more specifically probably for the second group, just brand new employees who are thinking about applying at Amazon and are kind of thinking about the cons or thinking about some of the things that you should consider before working here. With that being said, follow me on Instagram at Nathan Padilla. Let's get straight into the video though. We're going to be talking about, of course, like I said, why Amazon is not for you. And I have 5 reasons on why Amazon might not be for you. And let's get straight into it. So the number 1 reason Amazon might not be for you, and this isn't in any specific order, it's just 1 through 5. No list of importance basically, but number 1 is you are physically lazy. Now, if you are physically lazy, you just like to be on your butt all day, or you don't like to stand or walk around that much, or you're just lazy in general and you don't really have any intentions or any desire to fix that, Amazon's definitely not for you, because in pretty much all positions at Amazon, there are a very, very small few amount of positions that don't. Actually, pretty much every single Amazon or every single position in an Amazon warehouse requires you to be on your feet, constantly moving, constantly being physically active, working hard, using your hands, using your legs, using your back, using literally all muscles in your body, and it is very physically demanding. Not as much as some jobs, but it also depends on the position, or not as much as some warehouses, but like I said, it does depend on the position. It depends on what you're doing, but for the most part, if you're physically lazy, you should really consider applying at Amazon, or consider not applying at Amazon, and just think about that, because it's physically demanding and it does take it does take a toll on your body, and it definitely will be something you need to think about before applying here. Or maybe you already work here and you're not enjoying that. Just think about that. And for number 2 on things that you should consider, you get bored easily. I'll be honest, Amazon can be a really boring job. It's very repetitive. You're doing the same things day in and day out. You're coming in, you're doing the same position. Maybe you're cross-trained into a few different positions. At the end of the day, after you learn those positions for a while, it's still really boring. Either you're picking all day, you're stowing, you're packing, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're just working dock all day. Whatever you may be doing, it gets boring. I can't lie. Like, doing the same thing day in and day out, it's physically exhausting, it's mentally exhausting, and it's just, you sit there, after you get good at it, you sit there all day just like a machine, like a robot, just sitting there doing your work all day. I'm doing this because that's what stowers do. They grab items and then they put them into pods. You might be doing that all day, and it just gets really boring. Especially, like I said, if you're new to Amazon, if this is like your first few months, it won't affect you that much, but after time, it does start to get really boring, very dull. There's not that much to the job more than just feeling like a machine or feeling like a robot. So if you get bored easily, I would definitely consider maybe not applying here, or just thinking about it and thinking about that in general. And so with number 3 now, on reasons why Amazon might not be for you, is that you can't do mandatory overtime. If you aren't interested in working mandatory extra time or mandatory overtime, I definitely don't think this job is for you, because Amazon, especially during the months of November and December, but also throughout the entire year, it might happen just depending on Amazon's business needs and your site's business needs in general. Amazon does do forced overtime where you have no choice but to go in. Now, you can use your personal time off for that, or you can use your UPT, which means unpaid personal time, which is time that Amazon gives you and it is not paid. You could use either of those if you want to, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to use those times off, it's pretty much you just go in or you get fired. So you should definitely be aware of that, because it's not something that I was super aware of before I started working here. I didn't realize that, and honestly, if I did know that, I probably wouldn't have applied here, because I definitely don't like the idea of employers just saying, hey, you got to come in today, no other choice. Now, they will usually give you like at least a day warning, and when I mean a day, I mean like at least 18 or 16 hours. They usually don't tell you the day of, but there's a lot of times where they do tell you 16 hours. Maybe at the end of your last shift, they tell you, hey, you got to come in tomorrow, sorry, or they'll send a message on your screen. But regardless, they do mandatory overtime, so definitely be aware of that. And if you aren't into that, you don't like the idea of that at all, but you want to work full-time, I don't think Amazon's the right job for you. If you work part-time or you work part-time flex or anything like that, you don't have to do mandatory overtime, but for full-timers, we do, so definitely consider that. And for number 4, I gotta say, if you like holidays off, Amazon definitely ain't for you, because we get one holiday off for the entire year, and it's not even guaranteed, and that's Christmas. Other than Christmas, we don't have any other guaranteed holiday off. It kind of depends on your site. Your site will kind of see how business is going during that time period, and if you are not that necessary or you're not needed that much to your site during that specific time, maybe I'll use Thanksgiving as an example, they might give you a half day on Thanksgiving. And if you're very, very fortunate, this has never happened to me, and I don't think this happens at any site really, but it probably has happened elsewhere. You might get Thanksgiving off as well, but for the most part, for my entire 2 years of working here, the only holiday that I've ever been guaranteed off is Christmas. And I don't even think Christmas is guaranteed off. It's all up to your site's management. During holidays, it is always up to your site's management. Now, during most holidays like Easter and Martin Luther King Day and all types of holidays like that, Juneteenth as well, those holidays you are for sure not getting off. Without a doubt, 100% you will not get those off. But the 3 holidays that they do somewhat consider is Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's. Christmas is usually the guarantee. New Year's, it kind of depends on your site's busyness. If it is busy around that time, they're not going to let you take off. And of course, Thanksgiving as well. I've had Thanksgiving half days every single year since I've worked here, which I think I've done Thanksgiving 2 years now. This is going to be my 3rd one here in 2022, and I'm gonna see, maybe we'll get a day off. I highly doubt it, but if you don't like working on holidays, then this definitely isn't for you. If you're not scheduled to work on a holiday, like if your schedule is Wednesday to Saturday, let's just say, and Christmas falls on a Monday, I don't have to work on Monday at all. But if you are scheduled for that day, like if Christmas is on a Saturday, I have to come in, or not Christmas, but Thanksgiving. Christmas isn't a good example because they usually give us Christmas off. But yeah, if you're not scheduled for those days, you don't have to work. But if you are scheduled on a holiday, you do have to work, unfortunately. It is paid time off, or it is paid time. So you will get time and a half on top of extra 8 hours as well. So it is a lot of money, a lot of income if you do work on those holidays. But if you don't, it's kind of unfortunate for you. Also, if you're not scheduled for that day, you still do get paid. So like for this year, I don't think I was scheduled on Martin Luther King Day, but I did get paid 8 hours for that. So that was nice as well. Same thing for Labor Day as well. But yeah, that's number 4. If you don't like holidays, if you don't like working holidays, this job is definitely not for you because they don't care. They do not care about holidays. Number 5, this one is the biggest one and probably the most important one, and that's if you're an extrovert. If you are an extrovert, this job definitely ain't for you. Run as far away as you possibly can from this job because it is not for you at all. This job is very, very introvert friendly. You usually don't spend any time talking to anyone, depending on your position, of course. If you do work ship dock, you might have more of a chance of being able to be an extrovert, but other than that, most positions are very introvert friendly. You are not going to be able to talk to that many people. If you do talk to people, to be honest, everyone's there. Not everyone, but a lot of people, especially in positions like stow and pick, are just there to do their work and not really talk to people. Especially a lot of the people that stay here for a while, they're definitely more into that introvert mindset. That's the reason they survive for so long. So if you do want to work here, just be aware. The job is very, very introvert friendly, but if you're an extrovert, if you like talking a lot, run as far away as possible from this job because this job will mentally drain you. It will mentally kill you. You will be in pain working here. I've seen so many introverts immediately leave like 2 weeks in or maybe a couple months in because they're like, I can't do this anymore. This is so boring. This sucks. This is so painful. I hate it. I feel mentally drained. I feel pointless here. And if you're an extrovert, you'll feel this way too. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, with that being said, those are the 5 reasons Amazon might not be for you. And maybe some reasons and maybe some things that you should consider before applying here, or maybe you already work here and you're thinking about leaving. Think about all of these things and think, should I leave? Is it the right time to leave? And yeah, with that being said, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this one. Let me know if you did enjoy it by leaving a like on the video. Comment down below if you have any more reasons on why maybe Amazon is not for you. Maybe some kind of cons that you could think of to tell a person who's trying to work at Amazon if you do work here already. But yeah, I'm gonna end that video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one. I love you all. Peace.